And hello again. Early morning here in Walla Walla. 11 o'clock. You gotta be kidding. Well, late morning here in Walla Walla. So anyway, back on to this Brown and Sharp milling machine. And there's a few things I can explain that might help with some confusion regarding a machine like this. And one thing you have to understand, that this machine was made during wartime. And the vertical sliding head attachment is a prototype. You show me another one out there. I'd sure like to see it. I heard that there was 2 machines like this at Hanford. From an old guy that said, yeah, there was one in area 54, there are all these areas and stuff, and there's one over somewhere else. And so maybe there was more than 2 of them. But now this head being a prototype, and maybe it was special order. This went to the Manhattan Project out here where they produced plutonium for the first nuclear bombs out here at Hanford, just outside of Richland, Washington. So when they built this thing, maybe it's not built the way you would have liked them to build it, but they built it during wartime and material shortages. And of course, there's compromises, but compromises that didn't compromise actual function. Now I'm going to take this camera loose and show you some of what I mean. Okay. All righty. Okay. Now here's the spindle, and I'm hoping it's really hard to. I got this. Big boy holder here with a flashlight shining into that, and I don't know if I shade it. The camera gets blinded, and I want you to be able to see in there. Let's see. That's going to be, I think, okay. Now, you can't see very good. I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can loosen this and just move that light over here over to this is the 50 taper spindle back in there. And that spindle is made out of chrome steel, like a spindle should be, okay? Now, this spindle here, being an experimental, this is what I speculate, and I'm sure, being an experimental tool, is not made out of chrome steel. It's I'm going to call it a semi-steel, and it's hard. They can heat treat it a little bit, but I don't know. It is what it is. It's tough. It's a little bit soft. So this can be worked and reworked a little bit, like with this scraper. See, I got that scraper sharp. Okay, now I'm going to get back over here and see if I can get a spot here where you can look into that spindle bore. I think that's pretty good. And I got my left hand back here. I got a hand wheel attached to the drawbar so I can rotate this. Now, the machine's in neutral, but to rotate the spindle, you have to turn 150 pounds worth of gears. So it's not real easy. Can you see in there? I'm going to lower it a little bit, and I'm going to keep rotating it, and you can see what that looks like. All right. Just keep rotating it, okay? You see a little bit of some of the worst, a little bit of damage right in there. Now, I knocked the high spots down the best I could and, started feeling around with the machine. And now I'm getting to a point where I want the tool holders to fit in better. Now, I can pull the whole quill out and set it up in this old Cincinnati tool and cutter grinder. and I've got an internal grinding attachment, I can regrind that taper. Now, you think, oh, that's too big of a job for a little machine like this, and it's really not. Because let's get back over here. Let's look at the job. That's not very much. If I stick my finger in there, you can see too, can't you? Huh. Are you seeing stuff? Okay, I want you to kind of get an idea what we're looking at in there. Okay, but that's a fairly short taper. It's not that big around. It's well within the range of grinding on a cutter grinder. You know, in a production, it'd be best to use a regular cylindrical grinder with a flip-down redhead. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take these scrapers here, and I'm just going to start working that, okay? And I want you to see that. Okay, I'm going to set it up over here. Get you back on the tripod. Go in the right direction. And let's see if I can get you right in there where you can kind of see. Come on, get all this stuff here. Not in the way. Well, there's a machine in the way here. Okay. Let me try this. You know, I think that might be just about as good as it's going to get. Right about like that. Let me tighten all the knobs. The knob's tight. Lots of knobs here. Okay, now, here I come. Now, this scraper here, a little long for what I'm doing. So I'm gonna just start working this one in, and I'm gonna do it like this. See that? I'm just gonna start scraping that. You see that? Picking up little bits of metal. I'm just going to start working that. Now I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going in, see that? Kind of like screw it in. A little bit. See that? See it picking up that? Look at that. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to rotate it about a quarter turn, and I'm going to do it again. See that? And I'm feeling it. I can feel those little bumps coming up. That little bit of stuff. See that? Okay. How are we doing on time here? Doing pretty good. This is going to take a while. But we have patience, don't we? Yes, we do. We don't have to have everything handed to us on a platter. I was bantering with fellow about modern toolboxes, you know. We don't have to have all that stuff. We get stuff done around here. See, that's starting to glide better over that. It's starting to feel smooth and nice. Okay, now I'm going to rotate it another 90 degrees. Right about there. You can see that kind of a boogered up spot right there. Let's work that. I can feel that. But it's not contacting well through here. So I'm going to, I don't want to take too much off. But I'm using the back part here as a guide for the scraper. You can use the undamaged part as a guide for the damaged part, if that makes any sense. But I just want you to see me do this kind of work. Okay. Now, I've watched others do this, and this is how I learned. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give it another 90 degrees. All right. Yeah. Oh, so nice. It's smoothing up here. Yes, it is. Feels better. Yeah, see? Oh, it feels so good. Oh, smooth. Okay? Just smooth. See it, that little bit of metal there? Okay, another 90 degrees. About right there. Okay, here we go. How's that looking through the camera? We've got about 1 minute left. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this until it's really smooth, and then I'll start another video and we'll test the holder, okay? Okay, you see what I'm doing here? Oh, so smooth, so nice. And we like that, don't we? We like smooth and nice. Okay, I'll be back. All right, here we go. Bye.